Welcome back to Not So Pro Football Talk. Guys, today we're going to be predicting week 3 games. When we started this series every Saturday where we're going to be predicting games, I thought I would have a lot better record. I thought this was easy. I am wrong about this. First week I went 7-8-1, and this week it went 9-7. I'm like barely above 500 right now. I thought I was going to be like 750 or something like that. But I'm barely above 500. I don't know about you, Vince. Yeah, last week I went 9-7. How'd you do last week?
Last week I went 8-8. The week before that went 7-9-1. So right now my running total is 15-16-1. But just
Jeez.
like you, Reed, I thought I was gonna be a little bit higher, maybe a little bit lower than you guys, because sometimes I make some wild predictions and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a while, the week 1 and 2. So we'll see what week 3 has.
Yeah, there's been so many upsets, and then I try to call upsets, and then I'm wrong, and then it's oh my gosh, it's rough out here, guys. If you want to follow along with us, you go ahead and do your schedule at home. Put it down in the comments what you think is going to happen. We'll keep up with you, see how you're doing. But get involved with this. Get involved with us. This is fun. This is fun. But let's go ahead, get right into week 3. Right away, we get Steelers and Browns rivalry game, division game. How do we think this is going to go? This is the first time the Browns have played the Steelers when Big Ben is not the starting quarterback. What do you think, Vince?
I think I'm gonna go with the Browns, man. I just think Nick Chubb has been doing phenomenally. He's the highest rusher in the league right now, I believe, with like 238 yards rushing. So I think he's going to continue. The Steelers have a decent defense, but I think Chubb is going to run all over them. And Amari Cooper is coming into his own just a little bit. So I think Browns here.
All right. For me, it really just depends if we see week 1 Steelers or week 2 Steelers.
Mm.
But Browns just had that in, embarrassing loss to the
Yeah.
Jets. So I think they could potentially bounce back. But I'm going to take Steelers here. I like the Steelers.
Okay. Sounds good.
And for you guys watching along, usually we have AJ that breaks ties for us, but he's not able to be here, unfortunately. So we're just going to have myself, whatever I choose, just be remain on the screen. Let's go ahead in the next game, Raiders versus Titans. What do you think is going to happen here, Vince?
Oh, man. This is a hard one because Derrick Henry has not been playing well. So I think I'm going to go with the Raiders on this one. Uh, I just have a feeling. I don't know why, but I think they're going to get their first win of the season, and I'm going to go Raiders.
Yeah, I'm very surprised with how the Titans have been doing. They were the number 1 seed last year, going into the playoffs, and then they just completely stunk there. And now they kind of just haven't been doing that well this season either. So I think the Raiders get their first win here and go 1-2. So I'm going Raiders. Uh, Next game we got Ravens and Patriots. Both of these teams look pretty decent right now. With the Ravens looking like the most like their offense is really high powered. I like what Lamar Jackson is doing. I really like the Patriots, but I'm gonna have to go Ravens here.
Yeah, man, Ravens all the way. I think Lamar Jackson is too much, but Bill Belichick is definitely going to put up a fight with that defense that he has created from last year. So Lamar Jackson might not get 48 points in fantasy this week, but he's gonna get them the win.
All right, all right. Next game, we got the culprits of why our records are doing so bad is because we keep on betting on the Bengals and they keep on disappointing us, man. It doesn't make sense. But we got the 0-2 Bengals here, and then we got the New York Jets who just had that incredible win in the fourth quarter against the Browns. I have to go with the Bengals here, right?
Yeah, man, it's like a sickness. Like you just like you're tired of it, but you just want more. Like
I know I'm right, but they just keep on proving me wrong. So I'm gonna go Bengals here. I can't go against them. It just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah, man, I think the Bengals should be able to bounce back this week. The Jets are no joke, though. They have been playing pretty well. But I gotta go with Joe Burrow, man. I gotta go with him and the Bengals. I think they're just gonna do it finally this week.
All right, all right, all right. And then Next game, Chiefs versus Colts. Colts are another reason why our records are really bad. I betted on them the first week and then I was wrong. But Colts 0-2. They're going against a 2-0 Chiefs. Chiefs are red hot. Colts are just looking like, I mean, they just got embarrassed by Clown Town. Embarrassed in that game.
I
I had
know.
to go Chiefs here. I don't trust the Colts anymore.
Yeah, man. Chiefs for sure. Colts are 0-1-1. That's why you and I both have that -1 at the end of our things. But
Mm-hmm.
I just think Chiefs are going to overpower them. Hopefully, the Colts can do good for fantasy purposes, but they are not going to win this game. I'd be
All
very
right.
surprised.
All right. All right. Next game. The Red Hot Bills against the Dolphins. Vince, I'm gonna take you. I'm gonna let you take this one because you're only like real Dolphin supporter here. All right.
Oh man, I love Tua, but that Bills defense is insane. Reed, the last video we did, we told you all that the Bills have only allowed 17 points on defense. Uh, it's gonna be hard for Tua and Tyreek and everybody there, like Jalen Waddle and Gesicki. Uh, they're going to get some smash mouth football, man, and it's not going to go well. So I have to go with the Bills here. I love the Dolphins. I think they're going to do great, but that defense is just going to stop them when the Dolphins need the scores most.
Oh man, I'm so torn here. I'm so torn. I think the Bills are the heavy favorites here, obviously. But if there's going to be a team that's going to give them an early season loss, I think it's going to be the Dolphins, man. I think the Dolphins could potentially upset them here. It's at Miami. Oh, I want to take the Dolphins. Vincent, talk me out of it. Talk me out of it.
I'm not doing anything, man. You choose your fate.
Oh my
I want
gosh,
to
I didn't
beat
know
you
they were
this.
playing this week. Uh,
All right,
I'm
man.
gonna have to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
Do
it. All
it.
right.
All right. All right.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna
Perfect.
be so wrong. I'm gonna be so wrong. But I'm gonna take the Dolphins. I think they can potentially knock them off. It's in Miami. I think they're gonna win one. I think they can win one
Yeah,
against the Bills.
possibly. Yeah, we'll see what this week brings, and if it's not this week, it could possibly be the next time they match up.
Oh man, I'm gonna regret this. Jaguars versus Chargers. Jaguars are just coming off of that win against the Colts. Can they potentially do the same to the Chargers? Vincent, what are your thoughts?
I say no, man. I was dead wrong last time. I thought the Colts were going to put up a decent game, and they just got shut out by these Jags. And but I think the Chargers are a different animal. Keenan Allen, he's still injured, but he might be able to come back. Hopefully, if he does, I think the Chargers take the win for sure. But if he doesn't, it's going to be a closer game than we think. But I'm going Chargers.
Yeah, there's this guy that we know that's on this like PI podcast thing, and he's been hyping up the Jaguars like crazy. And like, I think he's making some valid points here and there, but I think he's just overinflating this team. I'm gonna have to go Chargers here. You don't got my. I can't bet on the Jaguars right now. Maybe if they continue a upward trend, then I can start betting on them. But I got the Chargers here.
Yeah.
All right, next game. Oh, these are two bad teams right here. Look at these stinkers, man. We got the Texans and the freaking Bears still suck. Chicago Bears. I'll take Houston here. I like Houston here.
You know, I'm gonna go with the Bears, man. I like Houston,
Wow.
but last week they disappointed me, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the offense there. They don't have any run game established, and the passing game is getting very stuffy. But their defense is good, so this one's gonna be another close game. But I feel like the upset here is going to be the Bears are gonna win.
All right, the Bears do have a very good run game,
Mm-hmm.
but their pass game is ugh.
Yeah, it's
Well,
kind of gross.
all right, so Vince has got Chicago there. Then we got the Jimmy G led 49ers against the Denver Broncos. Man, and they're going up to their kryptonite here with Russell Wilson.
I
Can we see an
know.
upset? Can we see an upset here?
Shoot, man, I don't even know if it's the upset. I don't know if the Broncos are slated to beat them as of
Oh,
like all that mumbo jumbo with betting.
okay.
But I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
You're
Uh,
going with the
I
Broncos.
still have heart for this man. He's just in the wrong colors, you know.
Okay.
I'm going Broncos here.
Wow. Okay. I think this is going to be a very close game potentially. But I think I'm going to lean more towards the Jimmy G led 49ers. This is a winning team when they have Jimmy G with them. and I'm just not totally sold on the Denver Broncos right now. Their defense is looking just abysmal. So I think I'm gonna go Niners here.
Go for it.
All right. Geez, we got a stinky team, JK. Yeah, JK. The Vikings are a good team, but they're going against Detroit here. Detroit has, I mean, they're trying to upset every team they go up against. They're the underdog. They were finally not the underdog last week, as far as betting odds, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna go Vikings here. I'm gonna go Vikings. Although I want an upset.
Yeah, I really want the Lions to win, but I think the Vikings right now are pretty angry. What happened last week? Justin Jefferson's gonna have a grudge on whoever he's gonna play in the next like 4 or 5 weeks. So I think Vikings are going to be victorious this week.
That's a very good point. I don't think the Lions have anybody that can stop Justin Jefferson. So I think the Vikings definitely win this game.
Maybe Jeff Okuda, but I don't think he has what Darius Slay has. So
no,
he's
he
not
does
drinking
not.
juice.
All right, so we got the Red Hot Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Is that their name? Commanders? I always forget. Yeah. It keeps changing, man. I can't. This franchise, dude. I think this is the easy dub Eagles.
Yeah.
Carson Wentz is looking hot, but I just don't believe in them.
Yeah, man. With Darius Slay there, who knows? Might be a few picks in his future, but we'll see.
All right, you take Eagles too?
Yeah, Eagles for sure.
All right. Next, we got the Saints versus Carolina Panthers. They're going to Carolina. Saints are a decent team. I'm gonna go Saints here.
Okay, Reed. Before you choose,
I'm gonna go Panthers.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was like, I don't know if Alvin Kamara is gonna play this week.
Yeah.
And when he got hurt last week, it was like, what happened?
Jameis 3 picks in a row.
It was a bad week, man. So, but you know what? I want to go with the Saints.
Oh,
I do.
Okay.
I think hopefully they can do some good with some of their new wide receivers that they have there. I think they might be able to pull this off.
All right, man. I like that. All right. We got Falcons and Seahawks, two of the sneakiest teams out there. Seahawks somehow got to win week 1, and then the Falcons, they're just 0-2, winless here. Oh, man. I know Vince is going to pick the Seattle. Am I right?
Always, my friend. They're going to be my downfall for this record.
Oh, okay. They're the reason. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take Seattle here. I don't like Falcons at all. I think they're gonna win maybe 1 or 2 games. What?
Do I hear you saying that we're gonna get our second win already in week 3?
I told you after you guys won the first week that you guys are now a 3-win team. All right.
Okay.
All right. I'm being nice to you guys. All right.
So you're saying in the next 14 weeks we're all gonna win 1 more game?
Hell yeah, man.
Okay. All right, man.
You're playing one of the stinkiest teams right now. I mean, if you don't get your win here, I mean, then you guys are like a 1-win team. Jeez. Gosh. All right, we got a divisional game right here. We got the Red Hot Rams coming out last week, and then the Cardinals, who got that upset win, or not an upset win, the surprising win against the Raiders last week. Kyler Murray, he just took over that fourth quarter, man. There's nobody that could tackle him. He was just running around all crazy. It looked like you were playing Madden, where you have the 99 speed Michael Vick, and you're just able to outrun everybody. That's what it looked like. I don't think that's going to be able to happen again. They needed some serious magic to beat the Raiders. I think Rams win this easy.
Oof. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this one's going to be a better game than we think.
Really?
Usually, yeah. I think so, but I want to go with the Rams here. I don't know if I trust in Kyler just yet, and James Conner is possibly not going to play, so that could be the deciding factor. If he does play, I think it's going to be a pretty good game. If he doesn't, look for our last fantasy video and pick up those guys that we talked about.
All right. I like that. Okay. Next, we got the Packers versus Buccaneers. Vincent, you take this one, all right?
Yeah, we already know Reed's going to go with the Packers.
What?
We do, man. We do. You have so much faith in them and their new run game. And so do I. I think the Packers possibly are going to win here, especially with Mike Evans out. I don't think that Godwin is going to come back this week. And they really don't have anybody else to go to, in my opinion. They have Russell Gage there. They
I
have
have Cole Beasley now.
Oh, really? They signed him.
They signed him to the practice squad, and it's suspected that he's going to get elevated for the game.
Ooh, look for Cole Beasley to come back into the fantasy purposes for this week.
Yep.
That'll be interesting. But I think I still want to go with the Packers. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have enough juice to get it to these new no-name receivers, and hopefully Allen Lazard can have a better game. I know he was on a pitch count last week, but he still had some good. I think he had a 5-yard touchdown that helped him in fantasy. So
yeah, he had 2 catches for 11 yards with a touchdown.
nice.
But my prediction, guys, if you've been watching Not So Pro Packer Talk, I predicted that we were going to lose this game. It's in Florida. We play terrible in Florida, and the Buccaneers are a very, very good team. They're 2-0 right now. But that was before Mike Evans got hurt, and Akeem Hicks, who there's defensive lineman. No, it's not Akeem Hicks. Who's their defensive lineman? I forget.
I believe it is Akeem
Is
Hicks.
it Akeem Hicks?
Yeah,
Okay,
he
okay.
got over there. Or
Yeah,
he
yeah.
won free agency.
Okay, yeah. Akeem Hicks, he's on the Buccaneers. He's not playing this game. So they got both Mike Evans and Akeem Hicks out. That spells hopefully victory for the Packers. So I think potentially the Packers can win this game. I think it's going to be a very hard game for us to win, though, because it's going to be hot. We're going to be sweating. Packers do not do good in hot weather.
Dang.
So I think we could potentially squeeze out a win here, though.
Hopefully, man. I have faith in y'all for this week.
All right. And then we got Monday Night Football, Cowboys versus Giants. It doesn't get better than this other than Packers versus Bears. But good divisional game. We got 2-0 Giants, and then we got the 1-1, somehow 1-1 Cowboys without Dak Prescott. Vincent, what are your takes?
Ooh, man. I don't know whether I should believe in Cooper Rush. And I think last week Ezekiel Elliott did pretty bad, but Pollard did very well. And there's this new guy, I forgot his last name, but he's their new wide receiver that they drafted. His first name is Noah. I forgot his last name, but he had a decent outing. I believe he had about like 5 or 6 receptions for like about 70 yards. So he's a factor in fantasy purposes. And right now, Cooper Rush really likes him. Let me see if I can get his name right here real fast. Noah Brown.
Noah Brown. Okay.
Yeah, for you Cowboys fans, I think Noah Brown is a good guy to pick up on fantasy, especially if some of their receivers are not going to be back this week. So Cooper Rush kind of likes him, and I believe the Dalton Schultz is out for this week. So I think I'm going to go Cowboys here, man.
You're going to go Cowboys.
I think I'm going to believe in them this week.
You believe in them boys?
I believe in them boys in New York City.
All right. Well, we predicted the Giants that they were pretenders, and if you watched our Thursday video, we said that the Giants were pretender 2-0 team that we didn't really believe in them. But I'm going to believe in them one more week. I think it was a fluke that the Cowboys were able to win a game without Dak Prescott, so I'm going to take Giants here. But hey, prove me wrong, boys. Prove me wrong. All right.
Sounds good, man. It's going to be a good little mix of things here because we chose some different teams here and there.
Yeah.
So that's the look at it. Big screen.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
All these teams winning and losing. We got a lot of away teams winning at the wow. All right.
This is true. I just think the matchups make sense, man. I mean, I feel like maybe I have a little bit more of some home teams winning, like the Browns and possibly, yeah, I think that's about it. And the Broncos.
Mm-hmm.
So other than that, I mean, we have some different games like Miami and the Bills, but it's going to be an interesting week again, in my opinion. Week 1 and week 2 have proven that we really don't know the future. So, but
it's wild out there. All right, but hey guys, if you have your own schedule prediction, if you think we're just completely wrong, go ahead and drop it down in the comments. We'll like it. We'll keep track of it and see how well you do. But AJ, I think he's going to drop out his record down in the comments and let us know what he thinks is going to happen when he's able to. But guys, make sure you like this video, subscribe on YouTube, follow us everywhere. TikTok, we're continuously trying to put out new content there. And we're just going to continue pushing content for you and our fans because you guys are awesome and we appreciate you guys supporting us. But we'll see you guys next time, and hopefully your team wins this Sunday. But keep on grinding.